The smoke of the World War has cleared. Earth resembles a desolate dead star. Warship wreckage lies scattered like fragments of civilization. The distant cities have lost their former glory. Skyscrapers have become tombstones made of rubble. The few remaining humans have long since vanished. Susan enters a mansion. In a corner of the hall, she discovers a damaged robot. She immediately takes out her tools and quickly repairs it. During the process, the robot recalls the scene before its injury. It and several soldiers were fighting off invading enemies when they were ambushed by a red-eyed robot. It was the only survivor of the squad, left severely injured before losing consciousness. Upon awakening, it finds its body fully restored. Susan approaches. Learning that Susan saved it, the robot decides to pledge loyalty to her as its master. Susan takes the robot to her laboratory. Both sides of the path are lined with plants Susan has cultivated, though all have withered. The lab is filled with plant species she has developed, with the goal of bringing Earth back to life. After completing each task, the robot solemnly salutes. Watching this adorable fellow, Susan smiles and returns the salute. One day, the laboratory door won't open. Susan asks the robot for help. It immediately transforms its arm into a machine gun mode and sprays the door with bullets. Though the door opens, the kind-hearted Susan dislikes such violent methods. She directly disables the robot's weapons. From then on, they become each other's companions. They play chess together, work together, and plant newly cultivated seeds together, hoping to one day turn Earth green again. On this day, Susan goes out to check on the plant's growth. As expected, all the plants have withered. Just as she's about to return to the lab, she suddenly discovers a green sprout growing from the ground. Susan runs back to the lab excitedly to share this good news with the robot. However, the red-eyed robot has also discovered them. Upon seeing Susan, it immediately charges. The robot fights back desperately to protect Susan, but unable to switch its arm to weapon mode, it's clearly at a disadvantage. At the critical moment, Susan grabs an exposed electrical wire and ambushes the red-eyed robot. Before it can react, the robot stands up. This time, it's truly enraged. It tears off the metal plating from its arm, switches to weapon mode, and drives it straight into the red-eyed robot's body. The red-eyed robot struggles, firing wildly. Unfortunately, the bullets hit Susan. The robot immediately rushes to Susan, but she has already stopped breathing. The robot sits motionless in the laboratory. Looking at the green plant in its hands, it knows this was Susan's greatest wish, so it decides to carry on Susan's legacy and continue planting. 1,000 years pass quickly. The robot has become so rusty it cannot move. One day, a little girl arrives. Just as she thinks there's nothing of value here and prepares to leave, the robot awakens again. Its vision has become blurry, but the little girl before it looks remarkably similar to Susan. The robot musters all its remaining strength to give the little girl one final salute, then closes its eyes forever. During these 1,000 years, the robot never stopped working. It tirelessly labored to transform the wasteland into a forest.